Congratulating Mr. John advised him to spend his winnings wisely, while also encouraging him and others in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to continue to support the games of the NLA. He noted that when persons do so, they are also supporting sports, education, culture, and infrastructural development in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Department of Labor within the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry, and Labor is set to host a series of job and career fairs. The first event will be held on Thursday, February 29th at the San Souci Court from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. According to the Labor Ministry, the Job and Career Fair offers persons the opportunity to obtain career advice, job search, business registration, and business support, among other avenues of employment and empowerment. Labor Minister Sabota Caesar said that the fair will provide an opportunity for SVG's workers to offer services which are currently in demand. The Labor Ministry in their release said persons within the communities of Fancy and Bayabu who are interested in being a part of the job and career fair are asked to bring along their identification card. The fair will continue throughout different areas in St. Vincent and the Grenadines during the upcoming months. Still on the local scene, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force has joined with regional authorities in the search for the bodies of U.S. couple Ralph Hendry and Kathy Brandel. According to Superintendent of Police Junior Simmons, public relations officers for the RSVGPF, during a press statement on Monday, the couple has been presumed deceased. He said that family members of the disappeared U.S. couple have been updated on the latest of the situation by Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of crimes, Mr. Trevor Bailey. We hear more from the RSVGPF's public relations officer.
The Regional Security System, RSS, and the Grenadian and Vincentian Coast Guards are conducting air and maritime patrols and surveillance across the borders of both islands, but no bodies have been recovered. Based on the investigation thus far, it is presumed that Ralph Hendry and Kathy Brandel are deceased. The acting Commissioner of Police in charge of crimes, Mr. Trevor Bailey, met with family members of the couple and a legal representative and updated them on the status of the investigation. The RSVDPF sympathizes with the family during this time of difficulty.
Superintendent of Police Junior Simmons also disclosed that the three suspects in this investigation who had escaped police custody in Grenada had appeared in the Kingston Magistrate Court on 4 counts each of immigration-related charges.
Earlier today, Monday 26 February 2024, the three suspects, escapees, appeared at the Kingston Magistrate Court on 4 counts each of immigration-related charges, which include A. Enter the state of St. Vincent and the Grenadines other than at a port of entry. B. Enter the state of St. Vincent and the Grenadines by boat and disembarked without the consent of an immigration officer. C. Enter the state of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and knowingly and willfully allow themselves to land as prohibited immigrants. And D. Being a prohibited immigrant, enter the state by boat without a passport. They pleaded guilty to the charges. They were remanded in custody for sentencing, which is scheduled for Monday, 4th March 2024.
That was Superintendent of Police Junior Simmons, Public Relations Officer for the RSVGPF. On to news in the region. Rayon McNish, the Jamaican man who is charged with a plethora of offenses relative to the shooting death of another man who allegedly stole apples from a property earlier this month, has been granted $300,000 bail in court. McNish, otherwise called Roger Blacks of Belfield Pen, made his first appearance in the St. Mary Parish Court. The accused is charged with the murder of 22-year-old Rayon Prendergast. Reports are that at about 2:45 p.m. on February 8th, Prendergast and another man went to a property in the area leased by McNish to pick apples, and upon leaving, they were confronted by McNish. It is alleged that McNish pulled a firearm from his waistband and opened fire, hitting Prendergast. The police were alerted and Prendergast was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum CARICOF is forecasting a waning El Nino event in the Pacific and near-record warm tropical North Atlantic temperatures for the 3-month period March to May this year. Karagov, in its latest Caribbean Climate Outlooks publication, said therefore the region is set to transition into a much warmer than usual heat season, with recurrent heat waves as early as April. It said that as of February 1st, 2024, long term drought has developed in Antigua, Dominica, French Guiana, Guadeloupe, Martinique, St. Kitts, Suriname, northern Belize, eastern Cuba, northern Guyana, Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, and the Windward Islands. In addition, long term drought at the end of May 2024 is evolving in southwest Belize, Grand Cayman, inland portions of French Guiana, northeastern and inland portions of Guyana, southwest Puerto Rico, northern Suriname, and might possibly develop or continue in northern Belize, central Cuba, Dominica, coastal French Guiana, northern Guyana, and Tobago. Finally, on the international scene, former U.S. President Donald Trump is appealing against a New York judge's ruling that he must pay $454 million in penalties and interest in a civil fraud case. This month's judgment was $355 million, but the amount has soared with interest, which will keep accruing by at least $112,000 per day. New York Attorney General Letitia James said if Mr. Trump does not pay, she will seek to seize some of his assets. He was found to have inflated property values to obtain better loan terms. Judge Arthur Engoron also banned the former U.S. president from doing business in the state for 3 years. Monday's appeal from the Republican presidential frontrunner means yet another legal case of his will drag further into election season as he prepares for a likely rematch against Democratic President Joe Biden in November. Mr. Trump said all along he had planned on appealing against the ruling, calling it a political witch hunt. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WEFM's Evening News, and we thank you for listening.